guys, Tomboy61, and today it's the last day of the update. So we're going to do what we always do and kind of review this update, give it a letter grade, kind of a look back retrospective on everything that has come, and just kind of talk about it and kind of ultimately feel out where, or at least I feel, how this update went. So with that said, let's just go ahead and dive on in. I think the biggest thing we should talk about first is going to be the 2 campaign ships. Of course, we did get 2 campaigns. This was a bit of a weird update. We are throwing both the Mines and Scirocco beginning update and the second one that brought us the new destroyers, because it's all one campaign, and that's the best way I can think to kind of keep it together. Anyways, Scirocco, as far as the ship goes, it's okay. I think it's an okay destroyer. I have yet to bring it back out. Mind you, it's probably because I've been focused on grinding some other things. I've been gone, so maybe that's why I haven't brought Scirocco out. But Scirocco's an okay ship that we got as kind of a bonus to this campaign. I think the bigger star of this campaign was Mines. I do not prefer her over Weimar, just because I think Weimar, a little bit more compact with the same DPM, it kind of provides a better version of the ship. But I do have to say, Mines, being in a campaign, was way cheaper to acquire than if you went out and bought Weimar. And for that, I do really enjoy Mines because, you know, if we look back to last update, Weimar felt utterly broken. And now, at least there's a cheaper, more affordable way to get that same level of power, which I do like overall. Next thing let's talk about is the change to containers that they made with this update. This is where they introduced the whole maximum number of crates to open something in order to get a guaranteed prize. As far as when this came out, I felt very happy about it, but given the super prize in this next update where they're like, hey, we're gonna not do the thing that we specifically implemented this thing to do, yeah, no, I like, during this update, yes, it's a great thing. I just have problems with the fact that we implemented the system and then within 2 updates we're like, well, no, if we're actually going to apply it to the most rare things, which is the whole point of the system. But that's a whole other can of worms. Next thing that came with this update was the British aircraft carriers, and I have to say, they have become my favorite aircraft carriers. I absolutely love them. I ran through ranked with them, or with Furious. Those ships are a ton of fun to me, just because of the ability to kind of hunt down destroyers. The torpedoes coming in together means that you can be a lot more precise with your aiming. Like I said, I have been absolutely loving those aircraft carriers. Mind you, they're still aircraft carriers, but they're new ships, and to me, they've been a ton of fun to actually go through. Also, with this first half of the update, we had the Russian heavy cruisers come out of early access. They've been able to be grinded. I've been working my way through them, not having too much fun with Gorky, but we'll continue and push forward with it, and I look forward to grinding that line. That was a whole nother line for free, which, once again, I cannot complain about free tech tree ships. More things to kind of grind and do in this game. Next, we had the Black Friday stuff. Black Friday was a bit of a letdown for me this year. There wasn't really any deals to be had. Black Friday is about the deals. This one seems more about, hey, do you want black coats of paint on some ships that you can still buy in the regular store? Yeah, you can go ahead and just buy them for the same price. Come on now. It didn't, or they were, I guess, slightly discounted there, but Black Friday was a bit of a letdown for me. After that, we did have the Warhammer 40k event. I think the ships, one ship was okay. One ship was kind of, I think Ship Smash Out was pretty good. And then conversely, Riegerwald, the commander, will probably become a meta-defining commander. So I think that event, as far as what was there, was interesting, and it did add to the game and kind of push forward. It's just unfortunate that meta-defining commanders continue to be the paid-for commanders when really we should be hoping to see something else. And that was kind of it for the first update, but then we got a second half to the update, and let me tell you, this one took me by surprise, and I have been absolutely loving it. The big kind of deal for this, of course, has been the Pan-Asian destroyers. I have been absolutely loving the Pan-Asian destroyers. One, it's a bit of a best hits of all of the destroyer lines, where you just kind of mix and match all sorts of destroyers. I've gotten through up to tier 6 already. I have my Gajimata, and I'm making my way through the grind on that one. And I've been absolutely loving the ships. The new Deepwater Torps are an excellent, like, new meta-changing, new system that's been added to the game that I have been absolutely enjoying. And, they've been pretty great as far as, another, once again, a free line where we didn't even have the early access. Now, I will say, I think this kind of showed us why early access is a good thing. If you remember to the beginning of the update, when every single match was half destroyers and half of them were Pan-Asian, this is why early access works. And I think as far as betterment for the quality of matches going forward, let's stick to having early access. I will say that. I know it's unfortunate because it kind of puts the ships behind a paywall at first, but I do absolutely think it smooths the matchmaking over whenever they introduce a new tech tree ship line, especially because it comes out regular next match. There's no inherent advantage. Yes, usually if you get one of the new ships in early access, you may get a couple extra potion orders, but beyond that, it's not any huge advantage for you to pay for those ships through crates rather than just waiting. And it, like I said, I think it improves the quality of matchmaking for the individual. Beyond that, we had the 2 new Pan-Asian commanders, both of which are going to be very important. One, we had Sa Zenbing with his Von Essen-esque inspiration, which is going to be huge, just because being able to increase pen angles is a huge thing. And then we had Deng Xingshang and his ability to increase destroyer concealment once again. So now we can have triple concealment builds of destroyers if so be. And I think it almost reverts some of those destroyers back to their pre-nerf levels. So those were, meta defining, as we said. Also, with this update, we got Montana and another Bureau project. I think Montana is the bigger one. I don't think we really needed Montana. I look forward to having Montana. Montana will be my battleship of choice once I do have Montana. But this next update that we're heading into, much more meta-defying, much more fixing the tier for where it needs to be. But I absolutely look forward to having Montana, and I absolutely loved that ship. Next, we had the first season of Ranked with carriers. Like I said, I think it went well, but that's because I enjoyed being in a carrier. I'm sure people who weren't in carriers did not enjoy the carriers. So a bit of a mixed bag there. And then finally, the last thing that came out with this update was, of course, Strasbourg and the key for global XP. Strasbourg, fun ship. I enjoyed playing through Strasbourg. Will it become my go-to tier 6 ship? Absolutely not. But it is definitely fun. One of the most maneuverable battleships out there. And then the key, which, we saw last year, was the not super prize but super prize of the Super Santa crates coming for global XP. Hopefully we will see it come again or soon, or hopefully we'll see Lion be able to be available like this one at some point next year. So guys, that is everything that was in this kind of update. Overall, I'm going to give this update like a B. There's a lot of great things. There was absolutely a lot of great things. I just think some of the negatives of the whole crate debacle of it being brought back down, and some of the other things just soured my taste on this update. Black Friday not being exactly where it needs to be as far as, for those deals. I got to get those deals in. Beyond that, yeah, I think it's a solid B. So what do you think of this update? Let me know down below. What would be your personal letter grade? And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, of course, we will be streaming this evening, so make sure you hit the little bell so you know when we go live. Anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.